Hey Red Wings fans, Justin Rose coming to you from the WXYZ Sports office. A lot of talk on Twitter and social media today about what's going on with Red Wings head coach Mike Babcock. We are getting reports that he is not coming back to Detroit, so those hopeful to see him coach this guy again, it's not going to happen. Reportedly, he's headed to Toronto for a little over $5 million a season. That is a lot of money. You can't say the Red Wings didn't try their best to get him. They offered him a reported $3.25 million, which would have made him the highest paid head coach in the NHL. So if in fact he is leaving Detroit, it's not such a bad thing. There are plenty of good, viable coaches out there who would jump at the chance to coach in Detroit, in Hockey Town. And the cupboard's not bare here. He's going to a situation that is a little bit more bare, and it's something that he wants as a coach to prove to himself, to try to turn around something in Toronto that, look, that's the mecca of hockey. It's where it all kind of began, and he's a Canadian. He understands that turning around that storied franchise is something that would make him a national hero. That's something you can't really pass by. It's a chance. It's something that a lot of Canadian kids grow up who love hockey would jump at the chance to do. Mike Babcock, late in his career, has an opportunity to really make a name and cement his legacy out there in Toronto, because Detroit's not broken. So that's why there's a lot of interesting candidates who potentially could come in here. The big name going around is the current Red Wings AHL coach, Jeff Blashill. Remember Blashill running the Calder Cup a couple of years. They're still in the running, I believe, at this point right now. So he's a guy that a lot of people would naturally believe that, yeah, he's just going to come up to the NHL. He's already proven that he can win with the players in the Red Wings organization. The younger guys is the ones that are here now. The time is now, if you will. I wouldn't be surprised if they went in that direction, but I wouldn't be surprised if they took a look at some of the other eligible coaches out there who are kind of either out of a job this year or potentially have been out for the last year. The biggest name on my list is Dan Bylsma. Dan Bylsma, of course, was the coach of the Pittsburgh Penguins up until last season when he and general manager Ray Shero were fired. Well, he's a Michigan native. The guy knows the area. He's very familiar with the Red Wings organization and the players because he had to coach against them all the way back to those cup runs in 2008, 2009. So don't be surprised if Dan Bylsma's name gets thrown out. He's had the year to sit out. He didn't do any coaching this year. And remember, he's got a guy, Tony Granato, who is an assistant coach with the Red Wings right now. So if Granato still sticks around, they bring in Bylsma. There's a little bit of continuity there that you look for when you go through a coaching transition. So those are two names right off the bat. There's going to be plenty more names that are going to surface over the next couple of weeks or days. And plus, Claude Julien might be out in Boston as they're renaming the GM over there. So a lot of moving pieces in the offseason of the NHL. Don't expect the Red Wings to make a quick decision on who they're going to hire for the next head coach, if indeed Mike Babcock doesn't make a 13th hour decision and decide to stay right here in Detroit. Keep you posted right here in WXYZ all day long and during the newscast starting at 4 o'clock. All right, in the newsroom, Justin Rose, 7 Action Sports.